Hi everyone, I'm David from davidoyoga, and welcome to your morning flow full body workout. So today we've got a fun, creative, and playful flow with just enough challenge to keep things interesting. Intrigued? Well, unroll your mat and come with me. All right, let's begin in Supta Baddha Konasana. So come to your back, soles of feet together, knees wide. And place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Close your eyes. And take a few full, deep breaths. And let everything settle and relax. So feel your brow, your cheeks, your jaw soften with your out-breath. So we'll take this time to get current with our attention and awareness focused on your breath. And allow yourself to feel, where are you physically, energetically, emotionally. Our practice is a safe space of inquiry, a place where we can open and take an honest look. There's no doing it right. There's no performing or comparing. All those things are things that the mind makes up. So just breathe. A couple more big, full, cleansing breaths. Feel your whole body relax and let go into each out-breath. As you inhale, bring knees into chest. Give yourself a nice little sweet hug, a little rock side to side. Exhale, release the right foot down. Place the left ankle on top of the right thigh, figure 4. And draw the right knee in. So we're opening up the left hip here. Just let your shoulders melt down. You can close your eyes. Feel the whole length of your spine ground down from the neck and the shoulders all the way down to your sacrum, your hips. And with each exhale, explore taking the right knee in a little bit more. Or not, just listen in, see how your hip feels this morning. Or if it's not morning, whatever time of the day it is. Sometimes the hips are just tight, right? So send your breath and attention into the left hip. One more great big breath in. A long, slow exhale, relax. And let's switch. So left foot comes down, right ankle to the left thigh, flex the right foot, and draw the left knee in. Now you may notice this side feels very different, right? That's okay. We're asymmetrical on the inside, right? We look symmetrical on the outside, but the inside very different. So just let whatever you find be. If you find this side tighter, it's not your bad side. It's just different. So breathe and soften and relax into the breath. Our minds want to make all these value judgments, right? That's what the mind is good at, analyzing, judging. But in our practice, the challenge is to let go of that and just observe what is. It's just different. There's no meaning to be made. We look at things as they are. One more big breath in. Exhale, release the hands. Draw both knees into the chest. Begin to rock and roll a few times up and down. Rocking to a cross-legged seat. Lift up nice and tall through the heart. Bring the left hand behind you, right hand to the left knee. Big breath, lift tall, and as you exhale, let's deepen into a twist here. So no forcing, right? Just let each breath soften into it. Let the pose unfold. Most of the twist comes from the core muscles, and the hands are just there for a little extra support, a little extra leverage. One more big breath in. Exhale, unwind. Let's take it to the other side. Right hand plants behind you. Press and lift. Exhale, deepen the twist. And breathe deep, full, cleansing breaths. One more big breath in. Exhale, unwind. Extend both legs long on the mat. Feet together, Paschimottanasana. Great big breath. Lift tall through the heart and through the crown. As you exhale, lead with your heart and melt with your breath. Warming up, right? So again, no forcing here. Let's work to get a little space in the low back. So reach your heart forward, draw the sit bones and tailbone back, and then press the backs of the hamstrings and the calves into the mat as you melt downward. Listen to your body. So in the beginning, all these warm-up shapes are more about listening to the body than doing. We're just checking in, noticing how's the low back, how are the hamstrings, how are the hips. And we're letting that be the guide for our practice. Inhale, slowly rise right into altar pose. So hands and feet come down, press and lift. Great, big breath in, let your head drop back. Open mouth, exhale. And slowly lower to the sit bones. Sweep your legs around behind you and find tabletop. Curl your toes, lift your hips, and push back, downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Pedal the feet. Bend one knee. Draw opposite heel down to the earth. And feel the back lines of your legs beginning to open. The back body lengthening. Breath deepening. Let's come to stillness. Tick-tock. The hips and the heels over toward the left side and then over toward the right side. Go back and forth a couple times like this. You can bend into the knees. You can open an arm and spiral the heart to the sky. Let yourself play a little bit with the shapes here, right? So wherever the body is leading you, let yourself go there. Notice when the mind wants to put the shape back in a box, it's not about doing it right. And come back to stillness. Big breath, open mouth, exhale. Inhale, slowly walk the hands to your feet. Uttanasana, forward fold, top of the mat. You can bend into the knees here. Interlace the hands behind the base of the skull. Just let the weight of the arms, traction through the cervical spine, the middle, upper back. And then let your hands drop down. You can take a little wider stance here and just let the hands kind of sweep back and forth across the mat. You can bend into the knees and sway, flutter your lips. Feel the momentum take you, relax and soften through the upper body. And as you come to stillness, toe heel the feet back together. Big toe mounds touch, heels slightly separate. Bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone, and wave up. Great big breath, reach into the sky. Palms meet. Close your eyes, and as you exhale, pull the great big blue sky down into your heart. Relax and feel alive, your senses dilated and open. Welcome to your morning practice. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, spread your wings and swan dive, empty. Release. Halfway lift. Step the left foot back. Back knee comes down to the earth and sweep your hands up to the sky. Interlace the hands behind the base of your skull, and as you exhale, slowly twist open to the right. So nice and gentle here, but each out breath, you're deepening, twisting, wringing the core out. And then open the arms, take it a little bit deeper. Flip the front palm, take it up and back, lift through the heart, out of the low back. As you inhale, sweep the right hand forward and up, square the chest, cactus the arms, Kali breath out, stick the tongue out. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, and find a half split. So extend the right leg, stack the hips over the back knee, and fold. Reach your heart forward. You can tent the fingertips up here. You can place the hands up on blocks. That helps to get some length in the spine, which is what we want here. And just melt into the shape, breath by breath. Focus on alignment here. The outside of the right hip draws back a little bit. As you inhale, halfway lift, draw that front heel towards you, stack the knee over the ankle, and lift the back knee. Low lunge. Step back, plank pose. Holding plank for a moment, press into the palms, the fingers, the toes, with the elbows close to your sides, as slow as you can. Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes, cobra pose, hands next to the low ribs, press through the heels of the palms. Lift and then pull the mat towards you to extend the heart forward. Little squeeze of the shoulder blades, press the tops of the feet down. Exhale, slowly lower. Hips to heels, child's pose. Just take a moment here, rest your forehead, breathe. Inhale, come forward, tabletop, curl the toes, and lift your hips, downward dog. Feet together, take the right heel up to the sky, lift, 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 and slowly walk your hands all the way back to the standing foot. Standing split at the back of the mat. So right heel lifts and the right hip dips. Option to play with a little balance here, binding the standing ankle with one or perhaps both hands. And the hands come down, staying balanced on that left foot. Slowly rise up into one leg mountain pose. Hands to the sky. Extend the right leg, point the toes, hold the hips nice and level. And let's find figure four chair. Right ankle to the left thigh, flex the right foot, globe the fingertips, and sink down. So you control the depth here, right? It's a dance between challenge and playfulness. Find that space, that threshold, and play with the threshold. Kind of poke up against the comfort zone there. Breathe, relax the shoulders, As you inhale, slowly rise right into dancer pose. So reach back with the right hand. Grab the outside of the right ankle. And instead of reaching the left hand forward, sweep it back behind you. Grab the inside of that right foot. And then lift the heart. So heart is nice and bright here. And kick the right foot into the hands. Again, find a playful edge. Breathing, extending through the heart. All right, we're doing it. Breathe, lift, press. As you exhale, release that right foot. Come to mountain pose, hands to the sky, and let's sit nice and deep. Chair pose, oh yeah. Root through the four corners of the feet, relax the shoulders, and soften through the upper body. So feel a sense of balance here. Legs are working, sthira, effort, fire. Find the sukha in the upper body, the softness. Let your shoulders melt down the low back. Big breath in. As you exhale, let's take it a little deeper. You got this. Inhale, rise, cactus the arms. Kali breath out. Hands to the sky. A big reverent bow. Long spine. Hands come all the way down. As you inhale, walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Downward dog. On your next inhale, we wave forward into plank pose. Stack the wrists underneath the shoulders. Draw your navel in and come down to forearm plank. So keep breathing, folks. Deep, full, cleansing breaths. Feel the prana, the life force, energy that rides on the breath, filling each cell with energy and possibility. Inhale, press up to plank pose, keeping that nice strong core. And now with the elbows close to the sides, as slow as you can, lower all the way down to your belly. Nice job. Untuck the toes, cobra pose. Hands next to the low ribs, lift the heart, and then pull the mat towards you to send the heart forward. Exhale, lower. Child's pose. Let's take a moment here. Find your breath. Soften and hit the reset button. So no past, no future. It's just this breath. Let the mind rest in each and every breath, fully present. Inhale, come forward, tabletop, curl the toes, downward dog. Feet together, right heel to the sky, take the heel up, up, up. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in and hold. Inhale, heel to the sky. This time cross the body, right knee to the left tricep, way up by the armpit, press and hold, and then extend the right leg long. Fall in triangle, take the left hand to the sky, lift the hips. Option to float that right foot off the ground or not. Foot comes down if it's lifted, and then three-legged dog. Take the right heel back to the sky. Exhale, right knee to the top of the right tricep this time. Pause and hold, and then step it down outside the front hand for lizard pose. So, lizard, you can keep the back knee lifted, or you can bring it down. You can stay up on the hands, or you can come down to the elbows. You can use blocks for the elbows here, so lots of options. And just breathe into all the places where you feel sensation. Bring awareness, attention, intention to your breath. As you inhale, lower the back knee if it's not already down. Press up to the hands, turn over the right shoulder and grab the top of the left foot, and let's draw it in. You can splay the right knee out a little bit if that feels good. So one of the main hip flexors is part of the quad muscle. It's called the rectus femoris, and that's what we're stretching right now in the left thigh or in the left hip. And if you sit a lot, you need to pay attention to the hip flexors, opening, lengthening. Exhale, release the back foot, hands come down, lift the back knee, and then step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Malasana squat, palms to heart center. So you can sit up on blocks here. You can place a blanket underneath the heels to get some elevation. Both those things help to open the hips, give you a little space in the low back. Lift your heart, squeeze the elbows in, press the elbows, or squeeze the knees into the elbows and press the elbows out to the knees. Get some length in the spine. Big breath. Exhale, hands come down. Lift the hips, toe, heel, feet together. Let's take a fold. Bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone, and let's wave up nice and slow. Reach into the sky, palms meet. Exhale, hands to the hips. Let's step off the mat. Nice wide stance. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Lift the heart. And as you exhale, bow, empty breath, prasarita, Padottanasana. So we're opening up the shoulders here. Really good shoulder opener. A couple sweet breaths. Let gravity do the work here, folks. So just letting gravity draw the hands forward and down. Head toward earth, heart back toward the thighs. Shift weight a little into the balls of the feet. Inhale, rise up, hands to the hips. Step to the middle of the mat. Reach up to the sky and let's sit low chair pose. Root through the four corners of the feet, lengthen the tailbone, and feel your breath. Exhale, diver's pose. Wing the arms back, lift the heels, reach your heart forward. Great big breath. Let's sit back down into chair pose. Big collective in-breath. Exhale, fold, nicely done. Halfway lift. This time step the right foot back. Back knee comes down, hands sweep up to the sky. Draw your navel in, tilt the front bowl of the pelvis up. Interlace the hands behind the base of the skull, and let's take a twist, opening to the left. Again, really take your time here, using your core muscles to deepen with each out breath. And then open the arms. Let's take it a little deeper. Flip the front palm up and back we go. The left hand comes alongside the back thigh. Inhale, sweep the left hand forward and up, square the chest. Great big breath in. Cactus the arms, stick the tongue out. Kali breath. Ha! Hands come down, frame that front foot, and let's find a half split here. Reach the heart forward as you melt. So you can see here the hips are roughly stacked over that back knee. And the hips are square to the front of the mat. So outside of the left hip draws back. Reach the heart forward and melt. And the sit bones and tailbones draw back here. So it's like you're stretching the hamstring from the back. And breathe. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the front heel towards you. Lift that back knee. And let's step back, plank pose. Holding plank. As you exhale, lower all the way or halfway, your choice. Chaturanga, upward dog, or cobra. Knees up or down. Lift the heart, draw the shoulders back. And as you exhale, lift the hips and push back downward dog. Feet together. Take the left hand, or the left heel to the sky rather, and then slowly walk the hands all the way back to that standing foot. Standing split, back of the mat. Left heel lifts, left hip dips. So leveling the hips, option to play with balance work here, binding the standing ankle with one hand or both. And then the hands come down and we rise up into one leg mountain pose. Staying balanced on that right foot. And if you step down, it's no big deal, right? You just come back. Extend the left leg, point the toes, hold the hips nice and level. Breathe And let's find figure 4 chair. Left ankle, right thigh, globe the fingertips. And we sit. And we sit. Deeper and deeper until you feel that you found your magic spot. The place between challenge and play. Where is that? It's different every day. Let yourself explore and welcome wherever you are today. Just welcome it. Breathe. As you inhale, slowly rise, and let's find dancer pose. Reach the left hand back, grab the outside of the left ankle, and the right hand back as well. And then lift your heart. Hips are square here, and the heart and the torso is relatively upright. And then begin to kick or press the left foot into the hands, getting some traction and length through the middle and low back. Breathe. Find a place of play here as well. Breathing, lifting. As you exhale, slowly step down. And let's find chair pose. Working? Feeling it? Oh yeah. It's good, right? Feels good to get the body and the breath moving. And we're honoring health in the body, peace in our mind, giving ourselves this gift. So feel that. As you exhale, let's take it a little deeper. Lengthen the tailbone, relax the shoulders, and just breathe, folks. It's really all about showing up and breathing. That's it. As you inhale, slowly rise. Cactus the arms, lift the heart. Big breath, hands to the sky, and let's bow. Long spine. Inhale, walk the hands forward, slowly all the way to downward dog. As you inhale, wave forward into plank pose. Draw that invisible belt in around the waist, navel in, and let's come down to forearm plank. And we'll hold here for a few breaths. Why? Because it's good for us. So good for the core and all of the stabilizer muscles in the body. Those are the muscles that protect our spine. Those are the muscles that prevent injury. They're all engaged right now. Breathe. As you inhale, press slowly back up to plank pose. And let's slowly lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes, hands next to the low ribs. Cobra. Press, lift, draw the heart forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale, let's come forward. Tabletop to downward dog. Feet together, take the left heel up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in and hold. Inhale, take the heel back, up high, high, high. Exhale, cross the body, left knee, right tricep, way up by the armpit, and then extend that leg long. Right hand to the sky, option to float the left foot off the ground or not. You don't have to float the foot. If it feels good, do it. Take it down, and let's find three-legged dog. Once again, left heel to the sky, and now left knee to the left tricep. Let's pause and hold. Breath, and step it down with control. Lizard pose. So same things here, folks. Knee up or knee down. Hands or elbows. Whatever feels appropriate, curious, interesting, do that. And again, every day, our practice is different. And so we notice day by day what our body needs, where we're at. And we offer that gift of self-love and health to our body. A couple breaths here. Settle, relax. As you inhale, press up to the hands, lower the back knee if not already down. Turn over the left shoulder and grab the top of that right ankle, right foot. And then slowly begin to draw the heel toward the glutes. Again, what are we doing here? This is a hip flexor opener. The front of the right hip, we're lengthening that muscle, opening, getting some blood flow, some energy to the hips. Exhale, release the back foot. Hands come down, lift the back knee, and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand malasana squat. Sit up nice and tall. So your choice here, you can play with malasana or play with crow. Hands come down to the mat, big toe mounds and inner heels meet. Kneecaps come way up on top of the triceps near the armpits. Wrap the elbows in. That helps to recruit the upper back, and then shifting forward, get really light up on the tip toes. Now you can stay here. This is really good core work, just staying right here, getting light on the toes. Or lift one heel or lift both heels strongly toward the glutes. Keep wrapping the elbows in. Draw the navel in and squeeze the pelvic floor in and up. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly step down and take a fold. Empty breath. You can bend the knees a little bit here. Rest the thighs on the chest. And then as you inhale, begin to straighten the legs a little bit. Bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone, and wave up nice and slow up the spine. Hands come to the hips, step off each side of the mat. Big breath, interlace the fingers behind the back. Draw the knuckles down, lift your heart. And as you exhale, nice and slow, we fold. Another prasarita, working into the shoulders here. So again, gravity is your friend here. Feel gravity draw the hands forward and down. And shift weight a little bit into the balls of the feet here. Each breath melt and soften and relax into it. It's a really good shoulder opener. Breathe. As you inhale, release the bind of the hands, hands to the hips. Halfway lift. Hold there for a moment, crown of head forward. And then inhale, rise all the way up, nice and slow. Step to the middle of the mat. Hands to the sides. Lift your heart, close your eyes. Tadasana. The shoulders melt. Breathe. One more vinyasa. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, swan dive, empty and release. Halfway lift, step back to plank pose. And as we exhale, slowly, slowly, lower all the way down to your belly. Let's take a moment here, hug the earth. So cactus your arms. Draw the right knee up to the right elbow. Just rest a cheek for a few moments. And so the idea with this pose is we hug the earth, literally. Feeling gratitude for our home. What it means to be a good steward, be sustainable, and honor all of the gifts that this earth gives us. Clean air, clean water, healthy food, and the magnificent spectacle of nature. As you exhale, extend the right leg back and let's switch. Left knee up toward the left elbow. Let your cheek rest softly. Breathe and let everything soften and ground. extend the left leg back. And let's find child's pose. Knees wide, big toe mounds come to meet. Get a big stretch through the fingers and rest your forehead. Bring all of your attention to your breath. As you inhale, let's find puppy pose. Lift the hips off the heels. Get a big stretch through the fingertips. Exhale, melt your heart down nice and slow. So we're opening up the chest, the shoulders. We want to open the upper back too. So to get into the upper back, wrap the elbows in rather. Feel the upper back broaden a little bit. Press into the index finger and thumb, and then continue to melt down from there. You should feel that a little more in the upper back. Inhale. Slowly walk the hands back. Sweep your legs around in front. Feet together. Great big breath. Lift, root through the sit bones. And exhale, let's fold. Reach your heart forward. Tailbone and sit bone. Draw back and then melt into your breath. Again, no forcing here. Mainly working with gravity. Letting our breath guide us deeper to that place of full expression. Inhale, slowly rise. Make your way all the way to your back. And your shoulders meet the mat. Let's play with a happy baby for just a moment here. So, soles of feet to the sky. Grab the outside edges of your feet. And then draw the knees and the hips down. Close your eyes. Take a little rock, side to side. Let yourself feel connection with your body and your breath. The earth beneath you, the sky above you. You are connected and one with all things. Feel that. Big breath. Exhale, release the feet. Shavasana. Give yourself the gift of some sweet rest. Bring movement to your fingers, your toes, your wrists and ankles. As you inhale, take your hands overhead. A big stretch from fingertips to toes. Lengthen, breathe, and stretch. Exhale. Draw knees into chest. And roll to your right side. Inhale, press yourself up to a seat. Cross your legs. Bring hands to heart. Close your eyes. Big breath in. Exhale, let the shoulders melt down your back. May this practice bring us more clarity. Clarity of purpose, clarity of who we are and what we're capable of. Clarity of the magnificent possibilities for our life. Let's close our practice with 3 heartfelt ohms. Big breath in. Om. Bring your thumb knuckles to the point between your brow. The teacher, the light, and the love within me sees and honors the teacher and the light and the love within each one of you, sweet, beautiful beings. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice together. If you enjoyed my teaching, if you enjoyed this practice, then please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. It enables me to continue making these videos for you, something that I truly love. Thank you so much. Namaste.